What are muffins? A muffin is a chemically leavened, batter-based bakery product. Its formulation is somewhere in between a low-ratio cake and quick bread. Muffin batter is typically deposited or placed into deep, small cup-shaped pan before baking. This gives the finished product a special cupcake or mushroom-like shape. Characteristics of muffins include moist crumb, chewy texture, uneven crumb grain with holes or tunnels throughout, peaked, bell-type, or flat tops. Where did muffins come from? The origin of muffins appears to be unclear and greatly depends on who and where the question is asked. The ones consumed in the UK have been traditionally known as English muffins. However, these differ from the popular muffins that are consumed in the US, South America, and other regions of the world. Muffins have become a very popular alternative to the breakfast Danish and donut. They have gained acceptance as snack items in between meals, as desserts, and even dinner additions. How are muffins made? Muffins are the meeting point between bread and cakes. As with cakes, the type of flour, baking powder, and batter consistency greatly affect product characteristics. The following is a formulation for low-ratio muffins with the possibility of incorporating inclusions. All ingredients are in baker's%. Ingredients: all-purpose flour 100%, salt 1.5 to 2.5%, sugar, refined and granulated sucrose 55 to 65%, non-fat dry milk 5 to 15%, baking powder 4 to 6%, liquid whole eggs 25 to 35%, water 55 to 65%, all-purpose shortening 40 to 50%, modified starches up to 3%, gums 0.1 to 0.5%, emulsifiers up to 3%, inclusions 15 to 20%, based on batter weight. The inclusions can be blueberries, raisins, chocolate chips, or nuts depending on the formulation. Processing of batter. The first step is ingredient scaling. Then, mixing, batter mixing using the muffin method. After that, combine all dry ingredients. Then, combine all liquid ingredients. Add liquids to dry ingredients and mix at low speed to form a homogeneous batter. Add inclusions and incorporate gently into batter to prevent them from breaking and releasing juices. Batter should be immediately processed to avoid loss of carbon dioxide gas that may cause poor volume in the finished product. Next comes depositing or panning. Then, it is time for baking. Bake at 350 to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, 177 to 218 degrees Celsius, to an internal temperature of 204 degrees Fahrenheit 95 degrees Celsius. This usually takes 25 to 35 minutes. The higher the oven temperature, the shorter the baking time. After that, it's time to cool the internal temperature to 95 to 105 degrees Fahrenheit, 35 to 40 degrees Celsius, before packaging or serving. Finally, it's time for packaging or serving. Here are some tips for making better muffins. The richer the muffin formula, the more tender the product texture and the longer the shelf life. The addition of hydrocolloids such as instant starch and gums enhances the stability of the batter by improving bench tolerance and increasing viscosity. They also produce a more moist and chewy crumb. These ingredients help keep inclusions from sinking. Muffin's shape is controlled by batter viscosity, baking temperature, and chemical leavening system. Peaked muffins are obtained from stiffer and much thicker batters formulated with stronger flours and/or less hydration levels, higher oven temperatures, and lower scaling weight relative to pan cup size. Flat-top muffins, on the contrary, are obtained from more fluid batters. These are formulated with weaker flours, more sugar and fat, and/or higher hydration levels. Also, higher oven temperatures and lower scaling weight relative to pan cup size play a role. Using faster-acting baking powder produces a more flat shape while slower-acting systems produce more peaked or bell-type shape. Want to learn more about commercial muffin production? Visit BAKERpedia. Learn more about all things baking by signing up for our newsletter. Until next time, bakers. At BAKERpedia, we're here on a need-to-know basis.